Hello and welcome to AI Week in Review. It is Sunday, October the 15th, and we have several interesting things that happened in the past week, of which the first one is a story that came out yesterday, in fact, on People, about a University of Nebraska undergraduate student who made history by using AI to read a section of a 2,000-year-old scroll. Let's take a look at that scroll. Now, this looks difficult, but it does not look too difficult when seen in this form. After all, isn't it true that OCR technology has been around since at least the early 1950s when Dr. David Shepard and IBM implemented OCR on the IBM 701? Now, granted, OCR for handwritten text is more challenging, but that's been around since what, the 1990s at least, including for cursive handwriting. And by the 2000s, OCR has been used to digitize addresses on envelopes, for example, including handwritten addresses. So this doesn't look that difficult, especially if you can read Greek. But here's the challenge. This particular document is still rolled up and it looks like a charcoal briquette. This document, as you know, the famous eruption of Mount Vesuvius is what caused all the papyrus scrolls in Herculaneum to become fossilized chunks of carbon. And so for the next 1,700 years, these scrolls were buried in mud until they were finally excavated in, I think, the 1750s. So these scrolls are so fragile that you can't unravel them. They just turn to dust. So what this young fellow had to do is read the inside of this charcoal briquette. Now, that is something. Now, the article doesn't mention exactly how that was done, but there are several technologies that are likely candidates for this, including X-ray, computed tomography scanning, which is an advanced form of X-ray imaging. There's a thing called virtual unrolling, where you can carefully scan and analyze layers, or could, of a scroll without physically unrolling it. There are spectrographic techniques, including Raman spectrography, which could be used to analyze the chemical composition of inks or pigments. And then there would be machine learning, surely involved. But by whatever means, this is pretty impressive stuff, I think you'll agree. And it was none other than the 21-year-old Luc Ferrator, who was the first person to decipher a complete word in that text. And this was a competition with very clear rules. He had to read more than 10 characters in a 4 square centimeter area of the document, which is what he was able to do. That particular sub-contest was called the First Letters Prize, and for that, he won $40,000. Okay, Luke, well done, but don't spend it all in one place. Now, let's go back to this document and take a look at what word he discovered there. He discovered the word porphyra, which means purple. Now, although Ferrator was able to decode this, there is still available for anyone listening to this video a $700,000 grand prize if you can read 4 passages in either of the 2 scanned scrolls. All right, go get it, my friend. Now, more into the mainstream, Adobe announced on Tuesday of last week that it's rolling out new image generation technology that can draw inspiration from uploaded images and match their style. And that's their latest move to compete with startups that are challenging its core business. Let's take a look at why they are worried. So, of course, we could talk about a company like Midjourney. Everybody's talking about Midjourney now. So let's do a prompt using Midjourney, which is one of those competing technologies that's using generative AI to instantly create images, shall we? And what we'll type in is cute puppy wearing sunglasses and headphones, and then let's hit enter. Ding! So Midjourney is a very effective tool, and it also has a vast array of visual styles that can be accessed also using simple prompts. So for example, you can see, just put in the same text prompt and then put in anime style after it, or Studio Ghibli style, or Unreal Engine, or Cinema 4D character. Pretty amazing, eh? And you can do more. For example, Picasso style. And then if you put in Pablo Picasso style, it becomes a slightly different rendering, just because you added the word Pablo in front of Picasso. Interesting, hey? So shout out to Wade McMaster, who has a channel called Creator Impact on YouTube. These examples that I gave just now are from an excellent video that he published on YouTube, and I invite you to take a look at his channel if you'd like to learn more about this very interesting topic. So to summarize then, Midjourney and other companies, for example, Stable Diffusion, are creating a problem for Adobe, and Adobe is responding in kind by creating alternatives. So they've claimed that their new enhanced product has generated more than 1 billion such images in the last month. And their new tools, which they announced on Tuesday of last week, which is called Generative Match, will be able to generate images from a few words or text, but it will also be able to allow users to upload as few as 20 images, even 10 images, and then generate new images based upon those. The CTO over there said that they're actually aiming at big brands. You can imagine big brands that need to generate hundreds or even thousands of images for websites and social media and campaigns and print advertisements, and they may not want to have to go into a studio to shoot every single one of those images. So you can see the advantage of something like this. Okay, next up, Microsoft has announced that it will soon write emails for you. They're rolling out apparently new AI tools for corporate users, and the new product, which is called Microsoft 365, will help users to write emails, also to summarize long email threads, to quickly draft suggested replies, okay, to be able to summarize meetings, okay, create suggested follow-up items, sure, request to create a chart in Excel, okay, instantly turn a Word document into a PowerPoint presentation. Interesting. So this product is called Copilot, and it's currently in beta at companies like Visa and General Motors and KPMG, Lumen Technologies, and will be available to a broader set of customers starting November 1. And this expansion comes only, months after AI ChatGPT was released, and all the companies they're all scrambling to try to step up to the standard of ChatGPT or use the use case that has been shown to be effective through them. Last article, on Friday of last week, Motley Fool announced, as you can see on screen, here are 3 top AI startups that trillion-dollar tech giants like Microsoft, Amazon, and Alphabet are betting on. Okay, fine. So it's not so much that article itself as the lead example that I wanted to share with you, because that lead example, which is Microsoft and ChatGPT, the numbers I thought you would find interesting. So November 2022, launch of OpenAI's ChatGPT. They've acquired 100 million users in just their first 2 months. Okay, that's a pretty good start. By January of 2023, Microsoft invested $10 billion into the company. So their overall investment at that point was $13 billion, which represented a 49% stake. Now, at that stake, that would be an implied valuation of about $29 billion. Next up, OpenAI is conducting another equity sale right now at a $90 billion valuation. So do the math. That's more than a 3x valuation growth in the last 10 months. Okay, so let's take a look at how that stacks up. It actually makes OpenAI one of the most valuable companies in the marketplace today, behind Elon Musk's SpaceX with a $140 billion valuation. Well, I thought you would enjoy hearing some of those stories. That was the top things that happened this last week. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.